We have returned. Well, carrying on with the story.
Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bullets! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Oh, Akashic.
Here they come. Mid needs every moment we can give her.
Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these blockheads.
I'll have him the first breaking here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the city.
About that, Alpha, Cam.
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast. Oh?
What? There we go.
You're finished.
Guess we're all ready.
lots of timing on a lot of those.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
Really?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Alright.
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Always at my hands. No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming,
How?
are ya?
The ship's supposed to be faster than anything.
Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friend. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Eddie's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
They will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one! Over here!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Get him! It's over.
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
What are you grabbing? Okay.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every battle spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Oh dear.
Great God of mercy.
Oh yeah, so where's your lover? Is that him? Somewhere there?
All this. What have I done?
My lord.
Oh, this girl again.
between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. A bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Oh boy.
Great Grigos, gosh! Harder port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
Hello?
Bloody hell! How to stop it!
They're missing chests. Loot. Alright.
I need to hurry.
You came.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands! Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Uh-oh.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
You can't just stay cleaved. The water has to come back.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
You... What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace face the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Shouldn't I be
Ever
around?
led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
Too slow. This way. Come.
In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Defend yourself! I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might.
How am I supposed to press the attack here? Good lord.
Raise your guard. Cast off your shield.
Good lord! There's no way! Was I just never meant to do this?
Assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed.
Oh!
You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips.
We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
Okay.
the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Joe. And they would have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself? I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving. Provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
I just thought you wanted to bang.
This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What goddamn time? Jesus Christ.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two.
It says you guys got it on. It's about damn time.
But there's two, and then there's two.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua, assuming Tanya will allow it.
Heard the bad news.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Well, anyway.
And the village?
Safe from the Zoltan and the Dorish sent something ain't...
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn?
I thought it might be... You reckon we should take...
No.
Yeah. Well...
Let me have some armor first. It's right there.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps... No, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming!
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Okay, so I don't need you. So. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm work is got revert that let's just only myth away trouble here and I hear.
If it's for the... Oh. So,
We've got
more fallen. So this smell...
that's right, and what's more, we've collected it.
So you want me to...
That's it, and we're only there's one up and another.
All right then.
It'll do. How was she?
So, she don't need sails? I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papiona.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all? Oh, the stew's awfully thin.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I can speak to her at least.
Other quests there, okay.
To what do I owe the honor? Yeah. Clever girl, that one. Not saying Fordian, do you? No scratches, right? Anything else?
Can I help you, Sid? I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She did my job, actually.
Did she?
Following up once they'd settled in.
The slaver. I'll go and find her.
If she's not...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Please, my Lord Marquis.
Yote.
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared it.
There are certain
But?
But His Grace's case is severe. So I can, and thankfully, and our supply. Unless we can... My lord.
For Joshua? So?
A rare herb, but it grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered the search continues.
So it's only that you can't...
Well...
Then I shall go in...
But...
You've yet to find another source, besides.
Well... Stonewort is easily identified by its blood-red bloom. I shall remain here.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Think you can help?
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima.
A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters. Fly merchant colors and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want to work before you go.
Of course.
How do you split the sea?
Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
Or destroy.
I'll hold you to that.
So many quests. Let's start in there.
The Dominion's all but done for. Was that shouting I heard from the barrels? And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. My wards and I may...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with Nor?
He wants to transform it, a foundation upon which he's already secured the support of the various armies.
He would rob the populace to pay?
Believe me, I have used...
What does Captain Philippe make? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. No. But given the mood around town...
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal for your services to Northreach? And unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what I can...
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops.
All right.
Might this Duke have been at the remembrance ceremony?
Let's hope we didn't make a strong impression.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the... Fine.
Halt!
Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place.
This place?
With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Sabine, you are embarrassing.
Oh, you're here.
You're embarrassing yourself.
He was the only one who survived.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you...
Not much. It's thanks to... Now, it's the day.
That so-called Duke is asking too much.
Half of what comes in is barely fit for...
Sell anything today?
As much as you.
I've been hearing
Nothing going around, and with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather she...
As far as I'm... Just need his eminence.
A question. What do you think of the...
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for... If he thinks he will do whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers? Let's go.
Yeah!
All right. I'll need to deal with these ones first. Got to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
The Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
The captain wants 2 score pikeheads. And as many swords as you're able to muster.
You're the one who's took...
On the dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his...
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those...
Sabine.
We already have a leader. The Dame. It's not only control of the garrison we want, it's the whole...
excuse me, do you have a... I wondered if you'd mind sharing your...
Well, I mean, look around. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. But if they volunteer, I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuild. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those...
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans. Do you think that's a good...
It's not for me to... All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise... Look, no one likes all these taxes and Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Well, what do you think?
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of... Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Clive, were you able to...
I was.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly... They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. And I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. protecting. I honestly don't know when those, but I'm certain they're not finished. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. With you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced me. There's no point following.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been North. We have only to turn. Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale? I fear His Eminence has lost...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope for Northree, especially with men like you and Philippe. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the deed, but I suspect I shall have to call... Until then.
Until then.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I'd like you to seeds. I'll keep, but if he's as if they've lived small one, if you're Sir Wade.
All right.
Thanks. There.
Gizal Green.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than chalk about the ain't exact.
I'll take your word.
Anyway, I'll go up.
I'm sure you would.
How do? Take care out there, eh?
Just because the heavens have gone to reckoning.
Nearly done.
I've got greens of all shapes and
Who could this person be?
It doesn't still hurt, does it? It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bear, she's no fool.
That was her just now, so...
I'd say so. She tried to... Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle... After her brush, she's dangerous.
Then I'm going with... I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Arch...
Okay.
Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our...
Ah, what brings you to
a delivery?
These are Gizar Martha's key. I jest, but they'd...
Martha was so that they'll...
That's not... These bearers had... They know unless we... Not that my... It's about... Unfortunately...
The Horde! They're coming, Sir Wade. All of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd gather the men...
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable... We don't have the...
Now you're out of...
Precisely.
What if you...
You mean the bear?
So wait. Though they may not be...
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
Oh, just let me do it.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Can't they use magic?
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you allowed...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield.
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces upon engage.
You're going to look.
I am. By coord with luck, and for you.
A sound plan. I'd say you have, please.
Ha!
Sir Wade!
Then you know we work to each shield for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time.
And I will do.
Suppose we'd better do it right.
calm before the storm. And here it comes.
Can't let these pull
There's a bit of a range on that.
And we won't. This one. All yours, Torgal. Farewell. Attack! Kill! Get him!
Come on, Phoenix.
Farewell. Now, Torgal! This one. Over here! Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rushfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on.
Well, the better half. So Wade.
Hard to say. I could.
No. You stay here. I'll go after. Join me. Oh.
If you're. May the found.
Let's try easier to go from here.
Next one's mine. I might not know one.
Ready, go? There it is. With me, Joshua.
Barely did anything. Then Diamond Duffy.
All yours, Torgal. Kill! This one. Over here! Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the we were... I have guardians posted around the... I hesitate.
I think it might...
We saved... Thank you, my...
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own before, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. But there's no doubt we're free men. We have to fight. And we shall. This is our home. They'll have us to...
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna rebuild...
They're not slaves.
No. Your father took pity, and I believe if he was still with...
I believe you might...
I shall remain here, my lord, after all.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlians. But you should be I'll have to pull my weight. Speaking of which...
Can we continue?
Of course, as Rosette.
Indeed we...
And Clive, I ain't paid you.
All right.
Lord Rossfield clearing the gob. Since that, when the odd, but ever to be a know that what...
So wait, you have all... I know that... And in...
Thank you, I know.
Here, it's lucky, not only...
I just did...
And it's take it.
Thank you, Mom.
So, and a home?
Well, it was your...
I know, though I suppose... You know, bearers knows as...
I take it.
Well, in fact, that... He showed up at the stake, found me, and before I told me I was right and... And you know what? And then...
And you what?
Well... We just like your dad. He certainly...
Indeed, but the loftier one, which is why the...
Suppose you're... And if we don't... Good thing we've... It's almost... Anyway, better get back to the least of folk.
That sounds like... Ready, go? Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yotei.
What else?
Let's go. All right. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not come.
Back to Sim.
With all haste. Lest any of you lack wits. I presume you're men. We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I always want casting your lot with this crib.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for cause. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have... This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter. And I did.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn. And had such clever hands. But you proved your... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to liberate the bearers. Farewell, master.
You always were a... Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me, and she no longer has friends in high places.
All right.
I am.
And I should head back to...
Oh, don't put me back. I need to continue on. I need to continue on. No.
Welcome back, Doris Smith.
With any luck, though. Oh, and
I'd been hoping. So the slit. She's been a. She what? Can't mean.
I'm sure.
I hope so. You had. Anyway.
Keep up the good.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Of course, there'll be new hunts now that I can go to Wood. Hmm.
Yose.
Yes, I'm sure it...
I'm very glad.
You and his... You think...
No more than...
But I beg...
I'll keep that in.
Right.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Ooh, ability points. Genji gloves.
You earned this. All done?
Hmm.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
What's the faster way? Yeah, they're both about equivalent. Okay. Let's look blues again.
Good girl. Faster!
Be safe. Get him! Sick him! Too slow. Go for it! Two down, one to go. That is good.
Yes, I still... You couldn't do...
What is it, this?
Nothing like... I just find out...
All right.
Thanks, Club.
I know, no.
Is something wrong?
Bonnie, the talks have reached but the
You heard
none at
L?
And with...
But how did the
It's not, this isn't, I'm going to...
Alone?
Are you offering? How come? You go to, even if someone need...
Oh, and that... Well... The meeting... Shimi, you're right. And if else, so I bid, I'll gather... You go to...
I'll do my... All right. To Randalar, then. Better not keep Eloise waiting.
There.
What I wouldn't give for a hot.
Looks like this is the end. When are they gonna let us through?
You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't get you erased.
Here they are now.
You wished to consult me.
I did. We had all but finished.
You misunderstand. It was only our regard for you, and so we...
I did not hesitate. What is done is...
Alas, you what? We rarely take on such. The bearers belong.
Who is your buck?
A trader, a most demanding. He insisted the bearers. That's what you get.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture. They pay good money for bearers, not...
That does sound... No matter then. And with it...
My associates will be...
I'm sorry you weren't...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak they represent... I feigned as soon as...
So you...
No. But I was a fool.
You tried.
I did. They deserve... I wanted...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beasts have come. Theo and they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather...
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming. Ready, go? I can walk from here.
What's the situation?
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon. We just have to...
I can do better. Ambrosia won't help me here.
So who help me here?
Yeah!
Guess that's what this place is for.
Where are you, Theo?
Epic Blood isn't a good place for you to be.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. It's over. Now, Torgo! Over here! Sick of her! Get him! I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Get him!
Calm down. I please.
Soil and stone!
Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh, no.
We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! So will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. His first instinct was always to protect.
And now he's gone, because I sent him to that.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to
live my own life. He never could come.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the...
We grew up in Canva, and I was chosen to inherit. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his fifth... My parents tried to drive him out of the house, and before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freedom, but he said you deserved a better life than this, just as you freed him.
I would be lying if I said how much easier my life might have been and devoted myself to the family. But I have never regretted being with my brother meant more. I only had to look at him to remind myself. He was never a burden. If anything,
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful, and that he wanted to repay. Neither you nor Theo. You did what, and you always would have.
you're right. It was so weak and oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more. So I'll carry on, bringing smiles and to Theo's. This is the life
I've made a choice to continue helping you, however.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on to...
Where's that? Oh, in here.
Lord Rossfield.
Perhaps. Have you learned any?
Little and
I see.
be assured, even now.
Fallen.
Indeed. As if
Secrets.
should, mayhap it.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance I was to, if you.
All right.
They will, might I suggest, it will lead.
Thank you.
I wish you.
It's kind of you to take an interest in the Undying's affairs, brother.
I can't have you all keeping secrets from.
Well, I have to go. I don't think I can go there yet, though. Oh no, he told me to go this way. Okay.
Ready, go?
Faster!
All right. This won't be easy.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Get him! Diva!
Where'd it go? Just rad him back home. Okay, whatever.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Don't get surrounded. pay for this. There may still be survivors.
All the more reason to rid this place of echoes.
What is... Okay, I need to figure out what this ability does, because it feels weak. Greatly knocks back enemies and strikes hope to increase potency. Fine. This is just for light enemies. That's not really... Okay. I think I still need this for bosses or something. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I beef up my other stuff? Oh, I'm at this actually.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Too slow. Get him! I needed that. Should have stayed in the past.
These must be Cyril's calling.
You have our thanks.
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians. Thanks to them.
You call that your brothers? Might surely they serve him.
We are charged with a duty of the highest.
And you think your dead brothers?
I know they would. Now, to what do we owe the...
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most... May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey...
Forgive them, Clive. The Undying live by a very different creed, and nothing we say will change that. Come. Let us deliver their findings to Cyril.
Stock?
Are you buying or selling?
I'm buying.
Of course. A fine choice.
Ah, I hear.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform...
Cyril. Losses which could have been avoided. Were these your order?
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoided?
My lord, I fear that this is not the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of our methods, we live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order
Cyril. I know that you and your brethren, but allow me to offer you it does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal folk provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, and we of the Undying will as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
Anyone without a blade, come and get one. Sharpest edge in Dravost, guaranteed.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. Told old Snotty to be ready to... Enough for the villagers to...
Well done.
Welcome. I never... Who'd have keen to help us?
I am.
Thought you could...
Oh, he came.
Blackthorn.
Oh.
One of the scouts couldn't unlock my best mate, Zoldan. Long enough for us two to... That your idea of an apology?
Don't listen to him. You only did what...
But that ain't the whole of... Vulcan. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost. Bloody, if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ours. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about... So you're wasting half of them. You're what Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work, and I may be a selfish... What? You had to... Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Drap...
Fine. Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough. Still... You,
We can't have...
Right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the wash.
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are... No heroic...
August's the people here. I'm going out. Start work on the...
And if they kill...
You evacuate and it won't come to them. Take good care.
Leave it to me, and...
All right. Which one of you's first?
Work. This Griffin?
Guess we're all ready. This one. Kill!
I could dodge that.
Is that it?
Of course not.
Apparently not.
What is this? What is this?
Get past me.
freeze. Forever.
All yours, Torgal. Over here. Get him. Let's try. Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
Well, yeah.
I slew
As many as I could eat.
only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak.
Good.
In time.
Sid, enough to give the... but mostly...
I'm afraid of it. There's no getting, meaning that any...
And that's if the flood... I hate to say it.
That, with either floods, will fortify, and I'll see that the...
All right?
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've touched, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. I always envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect... And from that day on, I never once stopped. You'd have been the death of...
Finally. So I hope you see the sense of it.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but our work used to be the... Now... It's not about the crowd. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit. I've kept working. The average castle of Prent. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it...
That's a kind offer. Kind. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this temple.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty.
I never thought
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't it?
Even better than I'd...
Sid.
And this is?
A token, but designs for a certain sword have been passed down from...
Now hold on, Sultan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive, but the engravings on that thing are enough, and they're not just for...
Have you forgotten what brought you? I knew I'd never surpass you between the two of them.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Sultan...
As long as he can keep...
Right. Sultan.
Okay. I need to go this way.
Let's go.
I think I will call it as soon as I finish all these little side quests, which I'm almost done with. That'll be a good stopping point. Ah, come on.
That's all of them.
Okay, takes care of that. Last thing should be here.
Take that, you naughty...
Clark? I just wanted absinthe, knowledge, and just.
Are you alone? They're going to...
It's but it. Speaking of, maybe May there. I'm afraid, and therefore, and they.
We'll fight.
Of course, the longer our bet I fight, perhaps. How could I refuse? Thank Victor. I have him. I'll go and.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A league of outlaws.
Sounds like we have some competition. Still in debt?
Ah,
I thought you...
I did. I've having a scent.
You're not the...
What?
He asked, and he said...
Then you've... There are more, but we must...
All right.
There's one up.
Leave it with me. Let's go.
Where's Ned?
That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers!
Fingers?
Take his head off!
Over here!
You're finished. Get him. I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole tap is saying that...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. Some of the... and without a...
That's not what...
It is. If he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these... If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from it.
You're right.
And now ever... I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such... Well, it was
We're sorry, Luke, but we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is...
Look at him talking to...
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. You head to the... Make Conrad... They know, Lord and...
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise it.
And that is...
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a rush?
He knew all along that he... Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
As have I, Lord. The rumors that...
He'll never be mayor now. But what of his wares? In this, at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretended to be one...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him?
Perhaps.
And they will thank you.
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie.
You never know. Once they're...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
I assumed...
There's still hope.
But... perhaps...
You mustn't think like that, Lub. We'll talk some sense in...
No. And your efforts would be better...
But Lubo...
Rosina would offer... That steel does not lie. To yourself be true. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her... But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself, and so must I be. I must do what... And now, I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people... For only united can they hope to stand... I'll need to make a...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones.
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the town...
I would not take it, Victor.
Over. And so just like that, I thought you were better than... But it seems you hadn't me.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's anything I can...
I'll bear it.
Stew's awful.
We were just about... It's funny. You remember Camille? The steel, meanwhile. And that wet stuff.
It's all coming together.
And the final...
A team and out.
Right.
To the bellow.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all swords.
Thank you.
So, does it...
It'll take more than that, but we're up for...
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got to...
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd...
One legend at a time, eh?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
Yee. Oh.
What if it had? What's that for you, dear?
Let's see what the sword is. What do I need for it? 375, okay. So it takes Ragnarok, 3 Auric Alchem, 2 Dark Steel, 1 Primitive... I'm sure these are all hunts. Okay. But then there's one more upgrade for the main sword. Probably to deal with, like, Odin's darkness, but what is better, I wonder? I guess we'll see.
And?
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson? How was she? The Enterprise.
Ah, sir. Good, thank... I'll fit him to the... May I present to you the Telemon for... She's a beauty. You saved my beacon again. It's fine. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make... You could just... How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could... And I reckon I know how. With a new... It's a metal, see? So it's... Stretchy metal. That is the...
Great, more inventory space is always nice.
So... Thank you, Owain. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal any... Can't think of any right now. Maybe even out one day. Oh, they'll hardly...
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm calling it for now. I will see you on the next episode.